Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been ages since I got onto YouTube and recorded a video, and honestly, I really just haven't thought much about the cancer. And I know that I made this YouTube channel about my cancer journey, so I just felt like not posting about cancer would be off topic. So I mean, if you want to know more about my life and you feel like that's what I should make videos about and you're willing to watch and listen, then I'll take that into account and maybe make some videos in the future. But yes, so today I wanted to come on here because I know that you've all been kind of wondering how I'm doing. I did get my scans done in mid January, so that was just what, like 3 weeks ago, and I do have the results from that. To recap, I last had my scans around November, and that's when I made my last video. I talked about the diet and the protocol that I was following, and those scans were really showing a whole lot of improvements. And I did surrender my life to God back in October, and what I felt in my spirit was that He was going to heal me within 6 months, which would be this upcoming April. So with these scan results, I had expected that I would probably get another 60% shrinkage or so before it really just went away in April. And I was pretty confident because I had been feeling so good physically. All of my pain has continued to stay away, and that tingling and some pain that I felt in my spine, that also went away. And I've been able to work out and be physically fit, and I have just endless amounts of energy. I pretty much feel like I'm a completely normal person. And sometimes I forget that I have cancer. And actually, most of the time, I forget that I have cancer. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you what my scan results are, and then I will update you guys on what has been going on in my crazy life. On January 10th, I got my MRI of the brain and the whole spine. So they did the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine, which took like 2 hours. So that was horrible laying there. The results are really good. So basically, there was nothing new. And the unexpected results I got were a bunch of the lesions in my skull shrinking in size. So it says that I had a lesion in the occiput that's 11 by 8 millimeters, and it was previously 13 by 9 millimeters. I had another lesion in the right clivus that measured 28 millimeters and previously 30. And then a smaller lesion in the left clivus, 4 millimeters, previously 8 millimeters. And finally, the left occipital condyle measures 4 millimeters, previously 5 millimeters. So I know that it's not like a huge change in size, but it's a big deal because these lesions have been there for years now and they haven't really changed in size at all. So this is actually the first time that I've had shrinkage of any of these skull lesions in over 3 years. So that's really, really good. And it was a big surprise to me. So I was really happy about that. And then in my spine MRIs, it showed a near complete resolution of the T2, T3 dural mass. So that's the one that I got radiated, and I was supposed to get 3 sessions, and I only ended up getting 2 sessions because my radiation oncologist saw that it was going away, so she didn't feel the need for it. And so that the scans confirmed that that it's now gone. And that's the pain that I was feeling in my spine, where I felt that tingling nerve pain. That's completely disappeared now. So thank God for that, because that epidural mass was pretty concerning. And if it ever led to surgery, it would be a very major surgery. So I'm really glad that that's gone. And everything else looked like it was just stable, and it's kind of hard to tell on the bone lesions whether they're healed or inactive or not, because they kind of just look like a scar on the MRI. And I didn't get a PET scan this time, so I can't really tell the activity in it. So assuming that I have been pain-free and nothing's flared up, and everything else is shrinking, I'm pretty sure that there's nothing new really that is concerning. On the CT chest, abdomen, pelvis from January 13th, I had a total of 5 lesions that they were following. One on the 12th rib, another one on the 10th rib, the right third rib, the left 7th rib, and then they saw a right pectoral mass. So it showed that the right 10th rib one is pretty much gone, and it went, and the soft tissue component that was there that used to measure 10 millimeters is now 3 millimeters. And then the right pectoral mass is gone, no longer seen. And then it showed that I had some sclerotic changes over the left 7th rib and the right 12th rib, which usually signifies healing. And when I looked at the scans myself, it looked like it wasn't really even there, or I couldn't really see it very well. The only thing that stayed the same size is my right third rib. So it shrank a significant amount the last time, and that's the biggest one that I had, and I've had that for a few years now. That's the only one that really didn't change in size, but I no longer have any pain with that. So I'm pretty sure that that's probably the last one to shrink, and it's probably going to go away. I have not changed anything with my routine. I'm actually still eating the same food that I get from the meal plan from Thistle. And in fact, I'm actually eating a little bit less of it. I probably eat like between 12 to 14 meals per week with them, and that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then on the weekends, I usually go out to eat, and I eat a lot of noodles, a lot of Vietnamese food, basically, that I really like to eat. So I don't really feel restricted at all. And I feel like I've been able to eat the foods that I want to eat. And I'm actually not limiting carbs at all. I am still mostly vegan, and I will eat some meat on the weekends, maybe a little bit of fish, but for the most part, I probably eat mostly a vegan diet. In terms of exercise, it's been the same. I still work out and do strength training. I have cut back on the sauna and cold plunge because I just really haven't had the time to go. And in terms of supplements, I still haven't taken any supplements since August. I still do the mistletoe sometimes when I remember, but very little. So, in summary, it's kind of crazy because I have done nothing and I'm just healing. So, I can't explain it in any other way other than it's a miracle. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day to pray and to work out and to do everything that I need to do to pack my food and take care of the lunches for the kids and their snacks and prepare my day. And then I go and I work all day, and then I come home and take care of my kids. So it's been just like this nonstop routine, and it's very structured, and I feel very disciplined. But it's just so strange that it's so easy all of a sudden. Whereas before, I feel like I got out of my routine pretty frequently, and I would backslide a lot, especially the self sabotaging. Like I would get into this really good streak and then get some good results, and then I would do something to sabotage myself. But that hasn't happened, and I can't say that it's been easy all along. I mean, I think the first 3 months of me really committing was a lot easier, and the last 3 months was a little bit harder to stay on track. But every day I just got up and I crucified the flesh and I put it into submission and put on the armor of God, and I just got on with my day. And even if I didn't feel like it, I forced myself to do it. Even if I felt like crap and was just mentally drained, I still got up and I still did what I needed to do. And I would just keep praying and praying for God to give me the strength to do it. And He always came through. Um, so in terms of my personal life, the last 3 months have been not easy. It's been very difficult. And I have been through the fire. I've been in the valley. I've been thrown things left and right and center. Lots and lots of challenging moments. Lots of crying and ugly crying and purging. And I don't know, I just felt like God has really been purifying my heart. He has just brought out all this yuck that's inside of me. Very gently, though, to show me what I needed to work on. And He revealed so many truths and gave me so many revelations, gave me the wisdom, the understanding. And that's all I've been praying for. I've been praying for the wisdom and the discernment. Because really at this point, I'm done doing things my way. I don't want to be the one in control. All I want is to give my life to the Lord, to sacrifice myself, and to do His will. So I've been asking for Him to let me hear His voice clearly so that I can obey. Because everything, unfortunately, every action that we make has a consequence. And this is what I'm learning now. After all of the mistakes I've made, I am just far from perfect. I used to just go through this whole cycle of guilt and shame, even though I repented and even though I knew that God forgave me. And this time, I just finally have that peace that, we are not condemned in Christ. He has forgiven us, and, Jesus has died on the cross. He's done it. So for me to carry this guilt and shame of my past, that means that I'm not trusting in the Lord, that I'm not trusting that He has already forgiven me. And that just means that I am continuing to live in the past. I don't want to live in the past because I am living now, and what matters is what I do now. What matters is the actions that I take now, because that's going to change the trajectory of my future. So that was a really big lesson for me to learn and to continue to learn, and to have to die to myself every single day, and to step out with courage to do the things that I know I need to do, the things that I have been trying to avoid because of my fear of failure or the risk that I have to take. So with that being said, I actually decided to jump in and signed up for the course that I was talking about, this integrative oncology course by Dr. Nasha Winters. She wrote the book, The Metabolic Approach to Cancer, which some of you have probably read. I read it a couple years ago, and it's very in alignment with everything that I have done. And I've been eyeing the course for like a couple of years now, but there was always excuses like I didn't have the time or the money or blah, blah, blah. And so this time I decided, you know what? I need to just do it because God has healed my body and He's given me a new life. And I feel like I really feel like I have been given a new life. And there's no time to waste. Like, I just feel this sense of urgency that I need to just step into what He's calling me to do. And there's so many people that need help. There's so many people that are getting diagnosed with cancer every day and other chronic illnesses that will benefit from a practitioner that knows more about this. And I've always known that I'm supposed to do this. And so this was a really big step for me to make that decision to step into it. And the program started last week. I'm super excited about that. I am working 4 days a week in the clinic now, and one day I'll be off to do that, and it'll allow me some more time with my children as well, which is the other thing that I really feel like I need to focus on because I have limited time to raise my children to be good people, to be kind and caring and loving people, and to have good values. So I need to focus on being a mom, first and foremost. And then after that comes my health, which if I don't have my health, then I have nothing. I realized how much I took my health for granted when I got diagnosed with cancer. And now that I have my health back, it just feels like a whole world has opened back up for me. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to still be here, to be given this opportunity to start my life. Like, I feel like I'm just starting my life again. I'll be 40 soon, July, and I never thought I would make it to 40. I just never imagined that my life would be where it is right now. So, yeah, there's a lot of details that I still can't talk about, but that's mainly the gist of it. And then I started this program. I am working on trying to move my practice really to integrative care and to really step into that world and hopefully to be able to learn and to help my patients and help more people that have cancer. Yeah, so at this point, I'm really thinking about what I want to do with YouTube because I know that you guys want me to talk about alternative treatments and things that I've been doing, but it's just interesting how I haven't been doing any of that, but yet I'm healing. For me, I think it is very, very emotional and spiritual because healing came after I was removed from a situation. And I think that being removed from that situation is really what cured me. And I know that because I used to strive and I would do so many things just to stay alive. And now it's completely effortless because my mind is clear and because I have peace internally. It really allowed for me to heal because we store so much in our bodies, and our bodies are very smart and it knows things before we do. And I think a lot of disease manifests in the body as a result of thoughts and trapped emotions and trauma. Being able to get to the root of that and to release that trauma and to finally be free. I guess it leads to healing in some people, and that's very much the case for me. And it's something that I'm going to be very passionate about, especially in the future when I really get through this. And yeah, I hope to talk more about it in the future, but that was really the key for me for healing. And I know that it sounds crazy because, yeah, there's so many components to healing, but for each one of us, we have our own root cause and our own stories and different things that will help us heal. So I really want to encourage you to keep looking. I mean, if you're diagnosed with cancer and you're going through chronic illness, don't give up. There's always a way. And I truly believe that if you put in the work and you keep finding, you keep going to look for the root cause and you keep being disciplined and doing the work, that will lead you to a path of healing. And I wish that for everyone. I'm not really sure when I will be back, but thank you for watching today and thank you for listening. Your support has been amazing and it's really gotten me through so many dark days. And I'm just truly appreciative for all of you. Feel free to contact me. You know, if you are wondering how I'm doing, you can always send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I definitely check those and I will respond. And if you want any personal help within your own journey, I'm available for that as well. I just really at this point want to help, and I want to work with people and help them get through their pain, whether it be from illness, physically or mentally. Just know that I'm here and I'm available. I'm not going anywhere. I just might not be posting regularly on YouTube, and I'll only post when I really feel like I'm being called to. Thank you all again for listening and for following my channel. I love you all. Okay, take care. Bye.